As the American government takes the steps to squeeze the flow of fentanyl from Mexico, there's new information tonight that some cartels are just packing up and moving to a country known as the old capital of illicit drug production. We're talking about Colombia, once the home of drug king Pablo Escobar. NewsNation correspondent Robert Sherman joins us live from Miami with more on that part of the story. Hey.
Hey there, Elizabeth. And of course, the city of Miami behind us has a long history of dealing with the Colombian cartels. But over the last few decades, they've been seemingly dormant. You really haven't heard much about them. That could soon be changing.
You know the story already. Cocaine cowboys and cigarette boats zipping through the Florida Keys, trying to outrun the U.S. Coast Guard. The legal drug trade, a dominant business throughout the Caribbean and South Florida in the 80s and 90s. And Kenneth Rejock was neck deep in it.
These people are much more brutal than you ever want to see on television. They're much more violent.
Rejock used to help launder the Colombian cartel's money. He witnessed their rise to power and also their retreat to the shadows.
By the mid-1980s, law enforcement had come into South Florida with a vengeance,
which led to pressure on Colombia. Ultimately, the U.S. squeezed the cartels and took down Pablo Escobar. But the business never died. The cartels just picked up shop.
They geographically moved their operation west, away from the Caribbean, into Mexico and actually the Pacific Ocean. And that's basically been the route ever since.
It's now the Mexican cartels which run the show, producing drugs such as fentanyl in-house, then sending them across the border. But the pendulum is starting to swing away from Mexico as the U.S. puts pressure on its neighbor to the south. The notorious El Chapo, who formerly ran the Sinaloa cartel, is now behind bars. His son was arrested earlier this year. Other kingpins, such as El Cos of the Gulf Cartel, also locked up.
There's right now a significant amount of pressure that is being carried out all over Latin America, but Mexico has been the focus.
And with that, the spotlight is shifting back to Colombia. The Colombian president announcing this bust just weeks ago. Members of the Sinaloa cartel caught trying to outsource their production of fentanyl to Colombia.
These cartels run themselves like a Fortune 500 business.
And it's not just Colombia. Law enforcement is seeing a growing presence of drug cartels in other countries, such as Bolivia, Peru, and Ecuador. As one country takes heat, another rises. Rejock hopes the U.S. can prevail in the war on drugs, but says the cartels will always be a step ahead.
They're like chess players, and they have an infinite budget, which in the legitimate world we don't have. And they're bloodthirsty.
It's been a long-standing U.S. policy to go after the cartels, after the manufacturers, after the distributors. But every expert we spoke with said that while that is a big piece of the puzzle, you also have to go after the supply and more so actually the demand here in the United States. That starts right here in communities like this. Elizabeth?
All right, Robert Sherman, extraordinary reporting. What a deadly, awful game of whack-a-mole in essence. They just keep popping up someplace else. Thanks so much, Robert.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.